Greetings everyone. It's been a long time and I've had writer's block, but I thought it appropriate while vacationing in Texas, in particular in Waco, Texas, to pay our respects to the victims of David Koresh, and by extension all cult members who are victims everywhere, including that of, as Anthony Morris at the recent convention mentioned, a young boy named Josh who lost his life due to the Watchtower stance on blood transfusions. In that convention video, they proudly clapped because of the death of this young boy and the stance he took. And here at this memorial stone, we read that the Branch Davidians came under attack by the ATF and FBI agents. For 51 days, the Davidians and their leaders, David Koresh, stood proudly. We can see that violence or attacking outright is not often the answer because of the persecution complex that cults and anti-control groups have. The mentality of us versus them. In the convention this year, we can see with the videos, the bunker videos that the Watchtower is showing, that they view that the world is against them, and that eventually all the governments will turn on them and attack them. In truth, I know I speak for myself, but I love Jehovah's Witnesses. I extend my love to the victims of this group, the surviving members of this group as well. I wish no harm at all. I wish groups of members everywhere to live a long and prosperous life. Ellen G. White is the founder of the Seventh-day Adventist movement, and she of course had roots, Millerite roots, stemming back. She was a follower of William Miller, took his chronology about 1844, and formed her own movement from it. And from this Seventh-day Adventist, we can see the offshoots of the Seventh-day Adventists down to where we get to Brennan Wayne Howell, or otherwise known as David Koresh, and who was the leader of course, the Branch Davidians when the siege took place. Jehovah's Witnesses and the Branch Davidians share common roots from the Adventists. Everything started from William Miller, and from William Miller, Nelson Barber, a second Adventist, came up with the idea of Christ's invisible presence in 1874, came up with the chronology of 1914, which of course Charles Taze Russell took his chronology and worked with him in his magazine before branching off and forming the Bible students and his own movement. And he just basically took that whole chronology, lock, stock, and barrel from Barber, and made it his own. And of course, 1914, even to this day, this moment is something that Jehovah's Witnesses look at as far as a pivotal date, whereas the Seventh-day Adventists still hold on to the year 1844, the date that they feel that there was an investigative judgment. I'm not too clear on their doctrine, but they still hold on to a date that originally William Miller believed that Christ was coming back. And of course, Charles Taze Russell believed that Armageddon would end, the New World would begin in 1914. And of course, these dates, this chronology is still there to this day.
Here we see Bobby Koresh, aged 2 years old when he died, April 19th, 1993. Below that, Melissa Morrison, she was 6 years old. Star Howell, 6 years old. Cyrus Howell, 8 years old. Startle Summers was 1 year old. Aborted baby Summers. Now this is interesting because Jamie Martin, age 15, February 11th, 1998. This 5 years, more or less, after the Branch Davidian fire. Aborted fetus Gent, April 19th, 1993. Dayland L. Gent, age 3.
I wonder if these were the women who were pregnant with children
Right.
when they died.
Very possible. Little One Jones, age 1.5. Serenity C. Jones, age 4. So they're saying the fetuses, I speculate they're saying the fetuses, the babies, died in the womb as a result of the fire, and therefore they were aborted by the attack, as they call it, as they perceived it. Chanel Andrade, age 1 year old. Isaiah Barrios, age 4. Mayana, yeah, I think it's Mayana Schneider, was 2 years old. But then we see, older ones, 13 years old. Adrian Martinez. Joseph Martinez was 8. Abigail Martinez was 11. Their lives had just begun. Rachel Sylvia was 13. Hollywood Sylvia was 2. Crystal Barrios was 3. These children didn't have a choice. Abigail Martinez was 11 years old. She didn't have a choice but to die. The choice of life was stolen from them. Our only hope is that they have found peace.